I started hunting images in early my life as a street photographer, and my journey by accident took me to this amazing ceremony which is happening in Sanandaj, west of Iran, and they're all Kurds, and then they believe in their ceremony. With the thing that amazes me is the faces in the background, and just like, you know, each of them are amazingly, for me, fascinating, more than the swords or other objects on their head or their tongues. These are like a two-dimensional little short film for me, you know. And although I personally, you know, I'm the only one knows what I wrote over there, you know. And these specific ones are basically of poetry of Ahmad Shamlu, which is one of the Iranian greatest poet, and mostly filled out of the man itself and the period of the time, like between 65 till 68 in Iran, and that's the time he told those poetry. So I put on this one, and basically it's homage to Ahmad Shamlu, and I like it, you know, because the redness and just you know, because everybody thinks the image is holy, and I go there and I can scratch it and I can make a different expression on it, you know. Sometimes I think, am I responsible for viewers understanding of my work or not? You know, artists like Tarkovsky says, my audience have to grow up. If they can understand my movie from one movie to another movie, that means they haven't moved in their knowledge of the visual elements, you know, visual medium. And I don't know, Soul. If they don't like it, you know, I like it. I really don't know how they're gonna react on it, but I hope they like it. Then that makes me feel good, you know. Before this one, I worked on this one, which I really is sort of like other things. Sometimes I think it's just this writings are just becomes sort of like a whale, you know, in contemporary Iran. You know, everything has like a different, you know, has a lot of meaning, you know, and the whale, you know, I just like it. And again is Attar's poetry, which talks about different birds and the story of the birds, and this is, you know, is a Che Guevara, and I photographed the image on a wall in La Habana in year 2000, and then I made it that big. Then I just recently I put those red things on it. Basically said Che Guevara in Farsi. I basically work same here, and I love music, you know, and I live with music and my images. They're my wives. Since I'm Muslim, I can add S on it. So 2 turntables and no mic. Oh, I'm just analog music listener. I call myself a LP changer. You know, I change from one to another one. When I work, I have to have music, and I use that one. Then if I get tired of changing the LPs, I go to my iTunes library, you know, is 2011 digital file, but it's not that delicious as the other one. But I mixed the frame of the Holga together and unrolled it in a subdued light, so I could get the Kodak mark in on it. It's just another words inside my images. And I like to shoot black and white and print them on a color paper, so I would get different shade of the feelings of an image, you know. And children's are really my main subject when I travel, and because they give you an unconditional look, and they don't pose. but if they do, it's cute. This is a project we did, a magazine called Alive, which we had to shoot around the Cairo, all the bolis. And these are the cats, they jump from there to the Nile River from way high. And they're very happy, and you know, some of them jump with their socks on. And they see camera, and then they go freak out. They just all want to touch you, and what is this, you know? She's just enjoying her ice cream, you know? And smoking, you know? Yes, I think on that things gave me access to get inside the former Shah of Iran's grave. So I shot a 60mm of his grave. I mean, not inside his, I mean, the place they buried him is an amazing place. It's such a lush architecture. Sometimes 2 layers, sometimes 3 to 4 layers. And since the size of my negatives are all 8 by 10, so I have more time to work in it. And with the 2 pieces of glasses, then this layers and layers and layers and that one, and I sandwich it. Then I go inside the larger and just push the enlarger up. And I get many times, you know, just handling this size of the big paper is just a drag sometimes. But sometimes I do have a mistake, like this one, and I ending up liking it, you know. And I have different version of this one, which is lush, but not as sexy as this one. This image is been shot in 4x5 penhole camera, and Santa Barbara with the 64mm lens. The exposure time was almost like a 20 to 25 second. I like it. It just has like sort of like a bloody lifing color in it. And oh, this is another one which I liked it. I mixed the negative, again 8 by 10 negative, with the cross processing and bleaching and the rice paper. And I love her eyes. She's amazing. And just make her organic, you know. This image, the base image is Polaroid 55, you know, and is a black and white, and I have another layers on this one to create the textures, and then I have another layers of another image of the girl just coming out of this empty stomach. Then the negative area, I just wrote Rumi's I wrote Rumi's poetry on it, you know. And this one almost took me like a 15 to 20 days. Not constantly working though, but every time I came and work on it for like a 2-3 hours, got tired. And you have to wear mask because some of this paint smells really bad, and stay close what you're doing. And so it takes time and patience on it, you know. I don't know, tell you the truth, maybe 20 hours after work in total as days, 2-3 days, 3 hours a day.